All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another school year. You are students of AP Human Geography. You're getting this video, and you'll be able to kind of navigate Canvas after this video. I'll do my best to go over as much as possible through this screencast. At the end of this video, if you still have questions about what to do, what to find, please email me so you can get that information before the first day of school, all right? Or throughout the first week of school if you see this then. All right, so this is the home page. This is a nice little heading they have for us with my name and my email address. And up here are links to Canvas help pages. If you have any questions about Canvas help, you can go right to there. Google Drive, if you need to connect something from Google Drive, like a Google Doc or a slide or Sheets or Forms, and then you can go right to your email address through that as well. So this is all for you to navigate nice and easy through these, areas. The image here is very related to human geography because it shows you what each country leads the world in. And there's a human geography factor that plays a role in every single one of those concepts or at least titles and descriptions there for each of those countries. The ones you can see, like for the United States, is pretty funny. Nobel laureates and getting killed by lawnmowers. That's what the United States leads the world in. You look at other places like Australia, deadly animals and melanoma. Brazil, FIFA World Cup titles. You have other things like heat, oil, CO2 emissions and renewable energy, movies in India, raspberries and nuclear warheads in Russia, robots in Japan. But each of these descriptions and titles is because of a factor of human geography. You can see that as a positive or a negative depending on what it is. And throughout the year, hopefully, we won't figure out the reasons for all of these, but hopefully they'll make more sense throughout our studies this year, whether it's how cities are set up, whether it's how they farm, how people own land, how they use their land once they get it. So all those factors play a role into what titles each of these countries has. So, all right, so throughout these, throughout this homepage, you can kind of see the description of the course and some of the Canvas organization throughout here. You can see that most of these will be modules through this link here. I'll get to this button in a little bit. And then you will see that most of the Canvas grades will not be, I won't set up grades in Canvas like you saw in the spring. I would take the assignments that you complete in Canvas and then transfer that grade either manually or automatically from Canvas to your home access centers. So your grades will be through your hack again this year. Nothing has changed about that. I know in the spring we use like the Canvas grades and then you can see the results from that. But I will also use Flipgrid a lot, and you'll present your answers in a video sort of presentation. It's not an official, like, you have to be like super like scripted and everything like that. It's supposed to be like a reflection. You reflect upon what you learned. It can be like how I'm talking to you right now. You just say the same thing back to me, and I'll be able to grade you based on what you've learned. And I'm not going to grade too terribly difficult with these flip grades. I just want to hear your own reflection. So if we don't have that time in class when you're here for 2 days, you can do that on your own when you're home, whether you decided to be a core learner, all online or all virtual, or you're a hybrid learner to where you are going to be into school for 2 days and then out for 5 throughout the week. So I will use Flipgrid a lot, but you may use a phone, a Chromebook, or a computer to complete the assignment as long as it has a webcam. So if you have a webcam, I would get access to one. I know like Best Buy and other technology stores, they have cheap webcams you can hook in via a USB port to go through that. So that's something that you could probably invest in throughout this year, because I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one of your teachers that might be using that. If I am, at least you have one course that you need it for. So. And then you have tools down here that you can use. We'll have map quizzes throughout the year, looking at different continents. This is a great map practice website. It looks at different continents. You can tells you which country to find. You click on it, tells you if you're right or you're wrong. What 3 words? GeoGuessr. These are all geospatial analytical websites giving you ideas of like using your surroundings to guess where you are based on Google, like a street view version of Google Earth. And then you have What 3 Words, which gives you a 3-word address for every 10 by 10 foot location on planet Earth. So on land, 10 foot by 10 foot box, it gives a description. At least a 3-word description that will be that location. So if you hit 3 words in, it'll take you right to that location. So it's just like address comparison. Was it better or worse than our street number, street name, city, state, zip code sort of idea. Google Earth Engine is really cool. Lets you see like 30 years of time between one particular area. If you go to Harrisburg or Hershey area and you want to see how much that has grown over the years, it starts in like the 1980s, and depending on the area, it might be a little bit more recent to now, but you can see how much it has changed over time, which is really cool. Breathing Earth gives you real-time population data, how much carbon dioxide they're estimated to produce, how many people are being born, how many people are dying. It gives you that real-time data based on figures and yearly figures and monthly figures. Gapminder is really cool, gives you population data analysis when it comes to earned incomes, gives you factors of poverty, gives you factors of like CO2 emissions, all these different things that are really important to understanding how much population there is and how dense it is. And then for College Board, you have this College Board website for AP Human Geography. You can go to this site and this will allow you to log on to your AP classroom. I know a lot of you that took AP last year that have done it and you've signed up for the AP test. This will be the site that'll lead you there this year. All right, so let's go right into the modules. Actually, before we do that, let's go to the link on the office hours. You have here a link to your office hours. All my office hours will be for all my students, both AP Human Geography and my other class I teach, which is US History. So all students that are in all my classes will be eligible to sign up for these. So if you click on to the office hours, Mondays and Wednesdays from 2 to 2:30, you will see not only students with your class, the other Human Geography class, but also students from my US History classes. If you have a question to ask and you hear a question being discussed at that point, please just wait your turn. I'll get to you, and we'll be able to hopefully get your question answered, and you can continue on with your work. So all my office hours will start on August 31st. We won't have anything this first week, and so the second week of school is when we'll start these office hours, all right? All you gotta do is go to the office hours, click this link, and the Zoom meeting will pop up. So you'll be good to go for that Zoom meeting. And this is the same link the entire year. Whenever you have stuff on my Canvas page here, Zoom links, you will be able to see that for the entire year, which is really cool. So this link will be used. So you can save this link for office hours if you need them, save it to your favorites in your website, and you're good to go. All right, let's go back here to our modules. So we get our modules page. So this is the same location from that blue button at the bottom, so we'll take you to the same place. All right, so you can see Canvas help, the office hours, which we were just at, our grading policy. It's pretty self-explanatory. You can look at that on your own. My syllabus, and then the two I want to show you here are the attendance in our Friday Zoom classes. Let's click on our attendance here. So this is for first period students only. If you are first period and you are a student that is learning virtually that day, whether you are a core student or whether you are a student who is on the hybrid, but you're at home. Like if you're group B, the first 2 days of school, Monday and Tuesday, which you're not in school for, you're at home. I'm not going to ask you to do a whole lot from a standpoint of the work that you have to do. I'm gonna wait till you come to class and actually sit with me and talk to me, and we can one-to-one or as a group, kind of get to know each other and see the expectations, and you get the syllabus as well. But if you are a virtual learner that day, you will be able to essentially click on this link, and I'll ask you to type in your last name, then your first name, and then submit, and then I will get access to that particular entry where you will be able to get credit for being present for the day. All right, so if you are a Group B learner, when you're not going to be here on Monday, you're not going to be here until Wednesday, you're going to have to sign in for this on Monday. So I'll try to get this video posted, and hopefully I'll send a link out to the email addresses for each of these classes as well. That way you can navigate Canvas a little bit more promptly. So, but yeah, when you show up, throughout school, hopefully you can log on. If you have trouble logging on, just maybe send me an email saying that you logged in and you couldn't get to it, and I'll mark you present. It's no problem. All right, so next is going to be, if we go back, our Friday Zoom classes. So on Fridays, everybody is all remote. I will be here at the building leading kind of the school day with you. But you will be all remote, and you will be able to kind of sit down and talk with me for the half hour that you have. Now, these are going to be mandatory from what I've heard. That still could change yet. So again, like everything, anything is still possible to change. What you're going to see here is if you look at our human geography classes, it gives you the period, and the time. Now, if you're learning virtually on Friday, if you show up to my Zoom meeting, you'll be marked present. You will not have to worry about that attendance form that I showed you earlier. All right, if you're in 7th period, from 12 to 12:30, again, show up and I'll mark you present for your particular individual class. Friday's schedule looks much different than our regular schedule. Much nice and even, on the hour, the bottom of the hour, nice and even, like by tens, sort of format. When you go to your first period, so those of you in first period human geography, you were with me for a half hour, then you have 10 minutes off, and then you log on with your second period teacher. All right, these are the time periods. They want you to literally log on to your teachers and find out. For me, I'm just going to review the week's material to maybe ask questions to some of you to make sure you understood, to keep you kind of honest with your work, and then I'll preview next week's material. That's kind of what I have planned for the Friday Zoom class. It's only a half hour, it won't be too excruciating to attend, but at the same time, it could be ways for me to show you different links I posted, different videos or screencasts, and even if you're a core learner, this is for you as well. All right, so you can come in and ask questions, even if you're not in class with us. So as an entire class, not group A, group B, but as an entire class, we will be together on that Friday. All right, so that's what these are for. So again, like the office hours, these links will be exactly the same throughout the entire year. So if you're my first period class, 8 to 8:30, the same time every Friday, save this link, put it in your favorites, and that way at least you can find it nice and easy. All right. Let's go back to our modules. You can see that. Now, this first chapter 1, in terms of what the unit is, this is geography. You will not be able to access this until Monday morning, so I don't want you to kind of get ahead of yourself with assignments and all that stuff. And through this, you'll kind of be able to navigate here. So as you can see, weekly agenda. This is like our lesson plan for the week. All right, you can click on this. Again, if you have this issue that I do, all you gotta do is click this link up here, and it'll open the Google Doc. All right. Make a copy. All right, so make a copy of that. So human geography agenda. You should be able to see. There you go. So what it'll do is go over everything, essential questions, the topic for the week, what we're going to be doing in class that week. So you can see that, those of you on Wednesday, Thursday students, you can see what we're going to be doing ahead of time. And then for those of you that are doing the virtual days, Group A, Wednesday, Thursday, Group B, Monday, Tuesday, you'll be able to see what assignments are due there. All right, and then I also have stuff for core. So if you're a student working from home and all virtual, 100% virtual, remote learning, you'll be looking at this information here. All right, so I really don't have a ton. I'll post here, but just look at the assignments that are on each week. And if I go back to this page here, you'll be able to see those. Let me exit out of these. You can see that. But if you go back to modules. Each week I'll put a new module up here for you, so this whole entire thing is yours. There's no assessment this week. You don't have to worry about that. I'll make sure that stays closed, so you'll have nothing there. But these are the 3 assignments I'll have posted, all right? So first day of school, you'll get your country assignments where you get it developed in a developing country, and I want you to initially react about those countries. What do you know about them, any of those things. And then for the country analysis, the infographic, that's a Google Doc. So if I open this up, you'll see a Google Doc appear. This is how most of our assignments will be done this year, the non-packet assignments that we'll get. Again, I have chapter packets you can fill out with the textbook. But if we're doing assignments, outside the textbook, and you're gonna have to do it, kind of do research on your own, we'll do them through this. All right, through Google Docs, through Canvas. So country name 1, so you can say, whatever your developed country is, if it's Iceland, Sweden, Switzerland, Great Britain, whatever it may be, you'll have the name, the population. Again, I don't give you any of the sites for this. You have to research these on your own. All right, so go through these and find this information. Then you'll have a developing country, which is going to be somewhere probably in either Africa, South America, Asia, parts of Eastern Europe. You have a developing country there, so you can look that up. But all you got to do is type up your information here. Whenever you find it, type it in, and it becomes your document. And then that way it gives you the opportunity to save it, and you can put it into Google Docs if you want to. And then when you come back to this assignment, you can finish it and then submit. And when you submit it, I will see this doc and I will grade the document as you have typed it up. So that's how we're going to do our work this year through Canvas and through Google Docs. So it's going to be kind of embedded into the assignment. All right. So that's most of our assignments are done. Then Flipgrid will be something similar. You'll see the Flipgrid app. It'll show up, use a webcam, and perform your particular speech. All right, that's all I got for you right now. I'll do more guidance with you as we do our materials and we look at our information later. All right? But that's all I have for you right now. Again, if you have any questions with this video, please email me over the weekend, or if you just look at this Monday, by all means. Hopefully this helps you navigate. All right? See you guys. I look forward to a great year.